What's up everybody, you're here at Stock Picks by Tim, and I'm going to go over a couple of stocks that I've been watching. It's the last day in the market as of this upload, and there's definitely some deals out there. Now we're going to look over TradingView's heat map, see what's going on. It's definitely a red day overall, but small caps are seeing a nice green day. And we're going to get into a couple of stocks that I see some deals in, and a few of these I haven't really talked about lately. Now first off, let's look at the heat map, and before that, make sure you like and subscribe. I put out daily videos, and I definitely appreciate your support. And don't forget to check out the links below for some free crypto and stocks, and also BlockFi's credit card, so you too can collect Bitcoin rewards. As you can see here, we have got a sea of red. However, small caps are actually doing good today, so it's almost the exact opposite of yesterday where stocks in general were doing good and small caps were dropping. Right now, tech, everything's selling off, and small caps are actually doing good. So in this video, I'm going to kind of give you a mix. First off, we're going to look at Ford. I definitely see this as a great time to add in. We just had our earnings. So those of you not willing to take risk around earnings, I think it's a great time to add now that earnings is behind us. But looking at Ford, you will see that we're trying to establish the space of about 1450. We did dip to the 13s very shortly, but we were quick to recover. See that it holds this 1450 area as a support. I got into Ford a long time ago. Honestly, back when this was under $10. And I sold this in the low teens, got out, haven't watched it since. I see it now as a great time to add to, and I'm hoping to do the same thing. Get in, get out on a swing within a year or so. I think Ford is looking pretty good to add in. And they are in production right now for their Ford Lightnings, and once those start rolling out, I do expect a lot of hype with Ford. Next up, I wanted to talk about Astra or ASTR, and this one is a small cap. And I believe this is the only small cap today that I'm going to mention. Now, I'm here at Twitter, and I'll leave you guys a link below to this, but this is basically a letter to shareholders. Talks about their long-term focus, talks about what they've achieved this year. Definitely check it out. I'll leave you a link below. And going over to their space schedule, you'll see that there are 3 rockets expected to launch. It says June 2022, but this date will change, and we'll likely see one of these in May. We will likely see one of these in May, is my expectation. And speaking of May, Astra is going to be reporting their earnings on May 5th, and this was just confirmed, so get ready for that. Now, looking at Astra on the chart here, you'll see that we were in this downward wedge pattern. We just broke out of it. We're trying to hold over these EMAs, and we are using this trend line on the RSI as a support. MACD looks like it's ready to curl downwards, however. So we may start cooling off on this. I expect a little bit of hype on this one once we get into those rocket launches, once they're actually announced and we have a set date. But I'm definitely looking forward to Astra's earnings, and I will be covering it, so stay tuned for that. Now, next up, looking at AMD, this one has been great for breakout trades all the way from 100 all the way down to where it is now. We actually hit a base of about $82, and we were quick to recover. We are now breaking out of our downward channel, so keep an eye on this one. Seems like we're finding resistance with the 200 EMA. Plus the RSI was oversold, starting to cool off now. Keep an eye on this one. I do expect that we're going to come back and test this low level. I think we will test it, and if we break out from it, it could be great for a breakout trade. And one reason I expect this to come down and retest this is because earnings is coming up. So in the next couple of days, I know as of this upload, the weekend's coming, but maybe next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or just Monday, Tuesday, we get a little bit of red for AMD. We retest these lows. We might not break out of them, however, but I do think we'll come near these lows as we get into earnings. A lot of uncertainty for earnings lately. And I mean, you can see why. Lately, companies have been just giving not the best guidance, saying that there's definitely supply problems. It's definitely mixed. I've seen good things in the semiconductor industry, for example, so we might see some good news for AMD. However, in general, companies are just saying there's problems with supply. Inflation is definitely hurting them. But keep an eye on AMD earnings. But it's definitely going to be a huge catalyst for AMD, and we'll see which direction this one takes, but we will be playing those trades on AMD. And next up is going to be Nio NIO. This one was in a nice uptrend all the way up to about 23. Once we broke this channel, we've just been continuing down ever since. And this is the first time we are breaking out of it to the upside, so keep an eye on this one. We might just be changing our momentum on Nio. I think it's a great time to add in while it's under 20 personally. And Nio is another stock that has earnings coming up, expected the 6th. It isn't confirmed yet, however. Now another one I wanted to mention here, and you'll see that this is a very similar chart structure to Nio actually, is Chargepoint. This has a very similar structure. You'll see this ran up, this actually similar thing, it kind of come up over 20. Once we break from this channel, we just continue down. Now we're in this downward wedge. Keep an eye on this channel. I want to see us break out of it personally. But I do think our support was established at about 1260. You'll see that it was a support here. We did break lower than that, but that was coming up to earnings. A little bit of fear up to earnings, I bet. Plus, back here, the end of January, all stocks were seeing that. All stocks were seeing this fear at the end of January, middle of February. So this isn't just a Chargepoint thing. This is all stocks. I'm very confident at Chargepoint at this price, and I have been adding it. But that's all I got for you guys today, just kind of an update on what I'm looking at lately in the market. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are looking at. Thanks as always, guys, and I'll see you next time.